Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to be discussing how parents and teachers or any other family at home can use books for their children and engage in play that will help their reading skills and just incorporate the bond that you already have at home into their learning. I will be using um, It's Not Easy Being a Bunny today. Since some families do celebrate Easter, it's around Easter time, and I figured this would be a good way to incorporate that for families who do celebrate. And even if you don't, this story is more about the animals. And so I'm going to show you how a fun way to read the story is going to be, and then we'll get into the activities afterwards. Before I do start, one way to get children engaged in the story is to introduce a toy or a stuffed animal of any kind. So today I have one of my daughter's toys. It's a little bunny she got. Um, he smells like strawberries. So we'll keep her sitting here while we read. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So first, when you first start out, you want to say the title of the story. It's Not Easy Being a Bunny, by Marilyn Sadler, illustrated by Roger Bolin. Now, you want to introduce the author and the illustrator and maybe talk to your kids about what an author does and what an illustrator does, just so that they're aware of what they do in the book. Like, why are their names on the front cover? Just so they understand. So that's one way to start out. All right, and we shall jump in now. PJ Funny Bunny was very sad. He did not like being a bunny. And then you can ask questions such as, why do you think he doesn't like being a bunny? Why do you think it makes him so sad? And just make sure you hold the page and let them look at what they're seeing on the front. His mother made him eat cooked carrots every day. Ugh. Carrots every day. Accentuate what the story is saying. He had far too many brothers and sisters. Oh my goodness, look at all those bunnies. And his ears were very big. You can use your prop. So big. Bunnies have really big ears. And again, just hold the page, let them look at all the illustration. One day, PJ decided to leave home. Oh my goodness. Do you think his family is going to miss him? Would you be sad? I don't want to be a bunny anymore, said PJ. I want to be a... What do you think PJ wants to be? Let's see. A bear? What? That's crazy. And PJ went to live with the bears. You think PJ's gonna like living with the bears? Let's see. But when the bears went to sleep for the winter, PJ could not sleep at all. Living with the bears was not very exciting. So PJ said, I don't want to be a bear. I want to be a... Oh, now what is he going to be? A bird. Oh my goodness. And PJ went to live with the birds. Well, maybe he'll like being a bird. PJ liked being a bird until he tried to fly. Can bunnies fly? What do you think happened when he tried? So PJ said, I don't want to be a bear or a bird. I want to be a, what do you think? A beaver. Interesting. And PJ went to live with the beavers. You think this is going to be better? The beavers liked to work very, very hard. PJ did not like to work at all. So PJ said, I don't want to be a bear, I don't want to be a bird, and I definitely don't want to be a beaver. I want to be a, oh man, PJ can't make up his mind, huh? What is that? He wants to be a pig? PJ wants to go live with the pigs now. But the only thing that the pigs liked to do was sit in the mud. Ugh. So PJ said, I don't want to be a bear, or a bird, or a beaver, or a pig. I want to be a moose. A moose? PJ went to go live with the moose. Mook! But PJ could not make a good moose call. So PJ said, I don't want to be a bear, or a bird, or a beaver, or a pig, or a moose. I want to be a possum. Interesting. And PJ went to live with the possums. The possums like to hang upside down. Can you imagine that? A bunny upside down? Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry. But hanging upside down gave PJ a headache. Oh my goodness. So PJ said, I don't want to be a bear, or a bird, or a beaver, or a pig, or a moose, or a possum. I want to be a skunk. Ooh. And PJ went to live with the skunks. What do skunks do? Do they smell good? It did not take PJ very long to find out that he did not like skunks. Look at that. Look at his face. Oh man. Why do you think he doesn't like living with them? So PJ said, I don't want to be a bear. I don't want to be a bird. I don't want to be a beaver or a pig or a moose or a possum or, most of all, a skunk. What I really, really want to be is a bunny. Oh. So PJ hurried home. The funny bunnies were very, very happy to see him. PJ was very happy to see them. That night, PJ ate all of his cooked carrots, and he played with every one of his brothers and sisters. He was so happy to be a bunny again that he did not care that his ears were very, very big. At least everyone can see that I'm a bunny, PJ said, and not a bear or a bird or a beaver or a pig or a moose or a possum or a skunk. So that is the end. And PJ realized that he was the best bunny that he could be. So, with that being said, we're going to put our little friend over here. And I brought a basket today. And I drew some pictures. Now, you don't have to draw the pictures at all. You could print them if you want to. It's a lot faster and a lot easier. So I just drew all the animals that were in the story. So I have a possum. I have a skunk. I have a bear. I have a bird. I have a beaver. A pig. A moose. And finally, Mr. Bunny himself. So now there's two ways you could do this with the kids. To go back over the story and what the bunny did, you could say, well, can you put them in order for me? So first, he was a bunny, right? But then he didn't really want to be a bunny anymore. So then what did he want to be? You can ask them. He wanted to be a bear. Good job. Then they would do this on their own. They could put him in order. So he wanted to be a bear. Okay, but what happened? Oh, they slept too much. He didn't want to be a bear anymore. So then what did he want to be? A bird. You're right. But why couldn't he be a bird? Because he couldn't fly. And so on and so on. You could keep that going and just, it helps them to remember what happened in the story. So later on, when they read a story, they're going to really pay attention and remember, oh, when we did that with mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or whoever does it with them, they're going to remember that because it was important to them. The other thing you could do, that's why I brought my handy dandy basket, you could fold them up and put them in the basket, okay? I'm just going to pretend I'm going to fold them. I'm going to put them up, shake, 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 shake. Then you reach in, no peeking, and I got a skunk. So then I would use gestures, or I could use words that define the skunk. So if I wanted my child to guess what it was, I'd be like, oh, these ones are stinky. And they would guess what animal I'm talking about from the story that they just read. And obviously I would, recommend to do things that happen inside the story. So the beavers, they just did work all day. So I, work, work, work. The pigs, I'd be like, oh, this mud is so comfortable. The birds, I would flap my wings just so that they can relate it back to the story. But those are just a couple examples of activities that you can do with one book. There are many activities that you could do with the book, and other books as well. And honestly, even if you don't do the activities, that's fine. If you just read with enthusiasm and excitement and you just grab a stuffy, the the children are already going to be interested in what you're saying. And it just becomes very important to them. And this could be a routine every night. Routine is very important for young children. And I will tell you, my daughter looks forward to story time every night. And I am sure that if you did this, your children would look forward to it as well because you're important to them. All right. Well, we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.